Hello and welcome to Chapter 7 of your Airbnb hosting tutorial by Homeyhuts. In this chapter, let's look at additional resources and tips on photography, understanding Airbnb's key terms of services and policies. We will also look at how you can maximize earnings and opportunities for your listing. And finally, on how you can improve your hosting skills and adapt to changing guest preferences and trends. Your vacation rental listing is incomplete without photographs. If you want to sell your space to guests, you need to showcase with quality photos. Let's look at tips curated for you by professional hosts. Shoot with a tripod always. Do not use flash or strobe lighting that is not part of the space. 90% of your images should be horizontal, 10% vertical only to showcase an interesting detail, artistic shot, or special amenity. Make sure you take clear photographs and not blurry ones. Remember, no weird tilted angles. Do not include people in your photos. Save these for your social media posts, not your listing photos. Have your headlines ready for your photo. Example, living room, bedroom, master bedroom, activity room, etc. Shoot from the corners and the straight views. Your bed should have clean, fresh bedding and pillows, no towels, throws, and other stuff. Open all doors to connecting rooms and make sure the lights are on in all spaces. Close your western closet when clicking photos of your bathroom and avoid taking yourself in the mirror photograph. Photograph outdoor areas ready for use. Example, the barbecue, uncovered. Take night photos if you have fire pits, cafe lights, or garden lights. Additionally, take photos of all spaces, be it the balcony view, gazebo, parking, front door entrance. Don't over decorate. Keep clutter minimal. Take photographs for every season and change them accordingly. Give your guests a real sense of their stay, indoor and outdoors. And please do not add text to your photos. Let's get started by understanding why Airbnb's terms of service is important. Most importantly, they protect you as a host, your property, and your guests. They provide a framework that can help you avoid potential disputes and enhance your hosting experience. On your hosting dashboard, go and type out terms of service. You will get terms of service over here. As you go down, you can see you will have them all over here. Let's look at some crucial sections. First one is creating and managing your listings. You must provide accurate and up-to-date information about your listing. Amenities, pricing, house rules, and availability. Second is guest interaction. Communicate promptly and courteously with your guests. Airbnb needs you to set clear house rules and make them available for guests. Third is host obligations. As a host, you are responsible for maintaining the safety and cleanliness of your property. Hosts must comply with local laws and regulations, including those related to taxation, zoning, and health and safety standards. Fourth is payments and fees. Understand Airbnb's fee structure and the service fee that is deducted from your earnings. Familiarize yourself with the payment schedule. Airbnb generally releases payouts 24 hours after your guests check in. Now let's look at cancellations and refunds. Set and clearly communicate your cancellation policy. Understand how different policies, for example, the flexible, moderate, or strict policy that you make and how it will impact refunds. In case you need to cancel a booking, be aware of the potential penalties and the impact on your host rating. Also ensure a listing does not engage in any prohibited activities, illegal conduct, discrimination, or false information. Let's now look at insurance and protection. Airbnb further offers you air cover for hosts. This includes damage protection and host liability insurance. Understand what is covered under these programs and how to file a claim if needed. In addition to Airbnb's terms of service, you must adhere to local regulations specific to India. Some states in India may require you to register your property with local authorities and also comply with association rules. Ensure you also comply with Indian tax laws, GST, and others. Adhere to local regulations for food, fire safety, hygiene, and guest security. Let's go further and look at Airbnb's platform rules. Airbnb expects hosts to follow these rules in regard to use of their platform. So they ask us not to misrepresent or pretend to be someone else, to be polite and respectful when you communicate with guests. You have to follow Airbnb's non-discrimination policy. Do not hack, reverse engineer, or compromise the Airbnb platform in any way. Especially do not request, make, or accept a booking outside of the Airbnb platform. The chats are monitored and they suspend the listing or delist it if this is found in violation of their policy. Do not organize or give permission for unauthorized parties or events during guest reservations, or Airbnb will not be liable in this case. Airbnb does not allow hosts to have security cameras or recording devices indoor. Only exterior security cameras are allowed. If a host or guest cannot resolve or a guest fails to pay a damage claim, the Airbnb Resolution Center is the best option to access. Apart from this, you have host violations and you have to pay attention to this. This can get you delisted. Airbnb's policy states that if you violate third-party laws, repeatedly receive poor reviews, complaints about your listing, or you as a host, then they can suspend or limit access, cancel pending or confirm bookings, suspend your special status or superhost status, disable or restrict visibility of listings. Policy also states that hosts must not advertise listings as party or event friendly. Disruptive gatherings are prohibited regardless of size. These are apart from the no to excessive noise, trash, trespassing, and vandalism. Airbnb has a great review policy, and any action taken by the host or guest to compromise the reviews can result in suspension of accounts. Airbnb's terms of service further state that you must be 18 years or older to create an account on the platform. Airbnb's content policy is quite straightforward. If a listing is misleading or deceptive, it will be removed from the platform. Understand the risks and penalties of non-compliance. Stay updated with Airbnb policies and make sure your listing is compliant at all times. In this tutorial, let's look at three critical areas: pricing optimization, seasonal promotion, and guest satisfaction. When it comes to pricing, one of the most effective strategies is dynamic pricing. You can enable the smart pricing tool in your listing. Let me show you how to go about it. Click on switch to hosting. Click on your calendar. Go down to the listing you want. Click on it. So you'll see the calendar with all your base rates over here. Towards the far right, you'll see settings, base price per night, the custom weekend price. When you come down, you'll see something like smart pricing over here. This is the tool that Airbnb offers you, and it is very helpful. Let's see what it is about. So basically, smart pricing automatically adjusts your price based on demand. You can set the price range and can change your price anytime. You can even set the minimum and maximum price that you're comfortable with. Remember to keep an eye on the pricing changes and make manual adjustments if necessary. As a host, look at similar listings in your area to understand their pricing strategies. The next thing you can do is you can offer special discounts that can attract more bookings. Encourage longer stays by offering weekly and monthly discounts. Let's look at weekly and monthly discounts. Go back. Again in your settings, come down. So you can see discounts where you can adjust your price. So weekly here I've offered 10%, and for monthly again another 10%. You can change this. You can offer 15 or 20%. Next is you can also offer more discounts. So you have the early bird discounts. Here you can offer lower rates for guests who book well in advance. Then you have the last minute discounts. Over here you can reduce prices for unbooked dates closer to the arrival date and increase your revenue. Let's discuss seasonal promotions. Every location has its peak season. Research your area's busiest times, such as holidays, festivals, or major events. Adjust your pricing accordingly to maximize revenue during these periods. You can also create tailored promotions like packages for summer with complimentary beach gear or barbecue facilities. During the winter, put up some cozy lights, give extra blankets, hot cocoa, etc. Decorate your space according to the season and offer special holiday treats or experiences. I'm sure the guests will love it. During major local events like concerts, sports events, or conventions, increase your price but keep it competitive. Let's move on and look at guest satisfaction. You know that happy guests are more likely to leave positive reviews and become repeat customers. So engage with your guests from the moment they book. Quick and friendly communication can set a positive tone for their stay. Ensure your property is spotless and well maintained. Check for maintenance issues and address them properly. Offer thoughtful amenities. Create guidebooks for local restaurants, attractions, and activities. Small touches like a welcome basket, complimentary snacks, or a handwritten note can make a big difference. After their stay, politely ask guests to leave feedback and a review. This session will provide you with valuable insights to enhance your hosting experience and ensure your guests have a memorable stay. Let's first look at enhancing your hosting skills and how you go about it. Here are a few tips. First is communication. Respond promptly. Be clear about your house rules, limitations, check-in and check-out times, and access. Also be available to answer questions and address concerns promptly during your guest stay. Second is seeking feedback. Feedback is crucial for continuous improvement. It helps you understand what guests love and what needs attention. You can request reviews. You need to carefully read and respond to all reviews. Thank guests and highlight what they enjoyed. When it comes to negative reviews, address concerns professionally and explain how you will improve. Leverage feedback for improvement with some of these tips. One is you look for recurring comments, positive and negative. Implement changes based on the feedback. Communicate updates about the improvements. And don't forget to update your Airbnb listing to reflect changes and enhancement. Another part is adaptability. As a host, adapting to changing guest preferences is important. Guest preferences can change over time, and I suggest that you regularly research current trends, follow industry blogs, and join Airbnb host forums. Make adjustments to your property based on changing guest preferences. For example, upgrade your TV to a smart TV with streaming services, use eco-friendly products, provide a full-fledged workspace, offer flexible booking and cancellation policies. Partner with local businesses and offer discounts or unique experiences. You can also create a guidebook and remember to update them regularly. You can see my guidebook over here, Michael's guidebook. So I've listed water sports, which is popular there, wellness like Ayurveda, popular restaurants over there near my property. In conclusion, being a successful Airbnb host involves creating a welcoming environment, communicating effectively, seeking and leveraging feedback, and adapting to changing guest preferences. Stay tuned for more hosting tutorials by Homeyhuts and consider exploring Homeyhuts to enhance your hosting journey and offer your guests a truly unique Indian experience.